Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent, and if you do enjoy the videos, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I'm going to kick things off with a major bomb that has come out of Binance. Swift Bank Transfer Channel will be unsupported for selected countries. Whoa! I mean, there had been rumors around this, but this is a major news. Now, a lot of people on the internet have missed this, but there has been for quite some time talks about Binance and Ripple, and more importantly, XRP collaborating and working together. And this news that Swift Bank Transfer Channel will be unsupported is one step closer to this actually going from being a rumor to becoming the real deal. Now, with effect on the 19th, the USDT Swift Bank Deposit Withdrawal Channel will no longer be supported for certain countries mentioned below. And there is quite a few countries on this list. This is massive. I cannot begin to explain how massive this is. Now, some of you might sit there going, well, why? Why is this massive? What it's showing is that in the crypto space, there is unity for innovation. Swift is an outdated model. It's outdated. It is old, clunky, expensive, and unity within the crypto space. So if you can imagine the impact that a Binance and XRP on-demand liquidity partnership would have on a global scale, that's what we're talking about here. Now, today, this news, when it came out, this is one step closer to that happening. Take what you want from it. I'd love to know in the comments what you think of this. But I wanted to kick off with this because this isn't small news. This is big news, but you got to connect the dots. It's not going to be spelled out to you. You know, I find it interesting when, you guys ask about questions and, how do I research? What do I research? You got to read between the lines. They're not going to give you the answer. They're not saying out Swift in XRP. But this is starting to gain traction out there. And I haven't mentioned it on the channel because I thought to myself, it could be just one of those. But this is a clear sign that something very, very, very big is brewing. And it's going to be awesome. Now, US lawmakers introduced bill to fix crypto reporting requirements from infrastructure law. Now, the bill proposes pushing back the mandated reporting requirements to 2026, as well as changing the definition of broker. This has caused, obviously, the market to take a tumble. America has been really great this week for the entire crypto industry as we've watched prices plummet, and yet again today, furthermore. We've got Bitcoin now at 55,979 at the time of making this, another 6% down. And to be honest, the way that it's looking right now, I can see Bitcoin could go down to as low as 53, which would be touching the moving average 100 on a daily scale. And we'll go over that when we start to talk about pricing. But yes, it is another red day in the market, as you are all aware. But let me tell you, we've been down this road before. Count out crypto, count out blockchain at your own will. History has shown that what goes down will continue to go back up, and it'll go up for a very, 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 very long time. But count out crypto and blockchain at your own will. Ripple brings fight to lawmakers to put an end to SEC hostility. We've spoken about this. We've spoken about the fact that it is no secret that Ripple has chosen to take on the SEC in a fierce legal battle rather than settle with agency like many others have done before. We spoke about this. We spoke about how Ripple could have settled. I'm very, very confident of this. If they wanted to, they could have settled. But they're choosing to stomp their feet and make this end on their terms. And why shouldn't they? This shouldn't have happened in the first place. So it makes complete sense for that to happen. Now, the SEC versus Ripple got XRP delisted, but Jed McCaleb sold $2 billion in 2021. So this is what we're talking about here, right? So Ripple Labs has also sold a digital asset throughout the year as well. So this is where, you know, like there's no like the laws that the SEC works under. It doesn't make sense, right? Where's the legal clarity for the whole industry? For the whole industry, it just doesn't add up. Now, XRP flash crashed to 80 cents ahead unless buyers enter at support. Now, I don't believe we're going all the way down to 80 cents, but let me tell you, if we do end up at 80 cents, that will be an incredible opportunity. We'll talk about the pricing, but we're talking here like, you know, FX Street analysts are saying, you know, look, if, you know, the bulls don't come back anytime soon, we could go all the way down to 80. Now, could that be a strategy of the whales? Liquidate as many people as possible and then come back in? Oh yeah, it's been done again and again and again. Now, when we look at, you know, other news sources and, you know, what other analysts are saying and what they're talking about, you know, we're looking in particular at the moment, you know, how they came up with the 80 cents is, you know, from a support level, you know, if 104 doesn't hold, then, you know, we go down to all the way to 83. But I personally, at the moment, looking at the charts, and I've been looking at them all day, I don't believe that we're going all the way down to 83. Like, there's always major support at a dollar flat, 95 cents, probably at the maximum. But you never truly know, because the more the prices drop, the more the fear kicks in retail, the more buying opportunity for the whales. So could we see a 83 cents? It is not out of the question. What I can tell you is that regardless of I just blocked there for a second. Regardless of what the whales end up doing, what we do know is that the prices will come back and the bull run will continue. This is a shakeout. It is a genuine shakeout by the whales. How do we come to that conclusion? Is by just simply watching how much they're buying. And so if they weren't buying, then that's the signal that, okay, we're in trouble. But when whales keep accumulating on other people's fear, you know, we're pretty safe at the moment that this will continue, and continue for a long time. It will. Now, Ripple adoption gets major boost after first in-market remittance corridor between UAE and Pakistan. We've spoken about this already. It's still traveling, you know, all over the web around how important this is. It is important, but we're going to move right. You know, there's been way too much talk about that already. Now, at the moment, we are testing this particular channel. And I think right now, at the time of making this, we're like right on the edge of this particular blue line. So we'll see if it holds. If it doesn't hold, then maybe 83 cents will be on the cusp. Now, the SEC head, Gensler, goes radio silent to Fox News on the Ripple story. So this was very interesting. You know, like when Fox asked them, you know, there was that literally no update to come through. So we'll keep an eye out on what this means. And over the next couple of days, you know, is that signaling that, you know, why did he give no comment? You know, so let's see what happens and how this all unfolds. But it is very, very interesting. Now, there is a major. We have spoken about this a lot over the last, you know, many months. But it is by far the biggest cup and handle in history. When you look at it from this point of view, right? When it comes to cryptocurrencies, it is the biggest cup and handle that I have ever seen. And when it's finally time at $1.60 to consolidate above $1.60 and take off, it is going to be legendary. I know we're far today from $1.60, but let me tell you, when it comes, it's going to come around really, really quick. And then we'll go over pricing, we'll go over, where we're at the moment, and, what are the key things. But let's jump into Otani first. Let's have a look at some indicators. So as we begin to look at the indicators right now, what we are focusing on at the moment, we're looking at the daily. Now, remember a couple of days ago when I mentioned that if we went below the moving average 100, then the next stop would be that around $1 flat to 99 cents. And I still believe that at $1, there will be some major support that we will find. Should we, however, go below $1, go to 95 cents, and at 95 cents not find support, then 83 cents will be around the corner. It will happen very quickly, especially if we get Bitcoin down to 53,000, and I'll mention to you how I came up with that. Now, when I look at the hourly, we can see it is a sea of red at the moment. The MACD has just turned a little bit bullish, but nothing strong enough to suggest that we are about to move out. On the 4 hour, it is interesting. In the 4 hour, we did touch the Bollinger Band, and we've slightly moved back up, but still the MACD on the red. 12 hour, it's down, right at the bottom of the Bollinger Band. And then on the daily, you can see the same thing. So red, and more red. That's what the indicators are telling us. Now, I will jump into the Bitcoin chart and just show you this on the daily. And you can see that the moving average 100 line is at 53,500. If we go Bitcoin 53,500 and find support, we will go back up again, as it's done many times before, right? This was here in September. This was on the 29th of September, and then it just shot up and up. So it could go down to 53.5 and then come back up, and then we continue on a monster ride that we will have from there. Now, again, from an XRP point of view though, we're looking to see if we'd find anything at $1. 95 cents. If we drop below 95 cents, then 83 cents will be there, which is an incredible accumulation phase, right? I mean, it's an awesome opportunity. But let's have a look at some drawings. My thoughts are that we're going to go to 95 cents and then break out. The reason for that being is because of this particular formation that we're making right now. And then we'll shoot off and go into the double-digit territory. But I don't think we're going to go quite down to 83 cents. I mean, you can wait if you want. I mean, it's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Do look at the charts very carefully yourself. But I see this particular formation is the one that we're making at the moment. And then we'll touch that 95 and then we'll be off into the stars. So when I look at it from once we do find that support and we continue to go up, obviously, as we've spoken about, we've got the 330 range, then we'll have a consolidation, 550, 440 to 550, depending on the FOMO, consolidation, and then we go off into the double-digit territory. But this slingshot is about to take off, and it will be legendary once we do. But like I said, I think 95 cents will be that sweet spot, and then we start to go up, and fly we will. So we're waiting very patiently at the moment. It will be between $1 and 95 cents, and then we're out. I don't believe, that's only a personal opinion, that we will get down to as low as 83 cents. Don't do the mistake that a lot of people do, which is waiting to get the absolute best possible entry, and then you miss it. And then you start to pedal backwards, then you start to, oh, no, it's going to come, and then before you know, you're buying it at $1.20 again. Again, it's not financial advice, I'm not a financial advisor, but I just wanted to give you that it's happened before, it will happen again. Just make sure that you're not the one that it happens to. Now, if you learned something new today, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. As always, thank you, and I look forward to see you on the next one.